Dear Man of Steel, Superman Returns brought you back to the big screen, arguably the greatest comic book superhero of all time. Unfortunately, it was much too derived from Christopher Reeve's incarnation and lacked its own feet to land on. It also had little to no action, outside that wonderful airplane scene, of course. Then, we were given you, Man of Steel. Much excitement was built up, and we could not wait to see the renowned hero put on the cape, the boots, and be the hero he was meant to be. Our reaction?
A terrible screenplay, an uneven, and at the end of the day depressing tone, a plot too bogged down in exposition.
Wait.
It missed the point.
Missed it by that much.
This movie misses the point to Superman.
You guys hated it? Wait.
No likable or interesting characters, nothing to root for.
Guys, everyone didn't like this? Wait, I thought we wanted more action and a different take on the character. Oh, I'm so confused.
A foundation has to be built on something. Even your father recognized that.
Man of Steel, you took your origin story from the much successful film Batman Begins. A lost soul trying to discover who he was by literally traveling around and trying to discover who he was. It took you more than half the movie to finally put on a suit, and you had an epic, city-ending battle sequence near the end of the film.
We could have built a new Krypton.
It should be you standing by my side saving the world.
You could also make a few more comparisons, but that's enough for now. The formula worked and helped make Clark Kent or Kal-El, the man deemed unrelatable, to be quite the opposite. He was what we all feel in life, lost and just trying to fit in.
It's not worth it, sweetie.
Your portrayal of the Kansas farm boy Clark Kent was an interesting character study. People took issue with the relationship between his parents, but I didn't.
Is she right? Did God do this to me? Tell me.
Superman's values are normally dressed to seem selfless, helpful, and inspirational to others. That comes with his upbringing and how his abilities can affect others. Snyder, with the help of the writing team, took a more human approach.
What if I don't want my story told?
Jonathan Kent's want to keep his son's powers, his secrets, and his life secret were a selfish notion that can be understood for any father.
Can I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son.
The world can be a nasty place, and sometimes you just want to protect your child.
What was I supposed to do? Just let him die?
Maybe.
Unfortunately, some didn't understand that, but I did. Of course, you helped jumpstart the career for Henry Cavill, who would bring a large screen presence to the role of Superman. While Reeves might always be iconic, it is hard to argue with what Cavill brought to the screen, and I can only hope he returns for more. The first 20 minutes of the film set up something we have not seen before on screen for Superman. The world of Krypton was magical and fascinating in its own right. It gave us more development into Kal-El's father, Jor-El's struggle to save his people. This moment felt ironic and humbling to Clark's character when he had to finally take Zod's life in order to save his new home. Finally, I have to address the non-stop action that filled the third act of the film. Once more, this took a lot of criticism.
So there might be the mindless, drooling fanboy out there who wants to see Superman punch someone through a building.
Break somebody's neck while yelling savagely.
Despite much criticism being brought to the surface of previous films for being boring. While you might not like the action, it was far from boring and represented two characters at atmospheric power levels. It was truly witnessing two gods dueling it out. These citywide ramifications would later be addressed in Batman vs Superman, but I'm not here to address that film. Clark was out to simply stop Zod and wasn't entirely aware of his surroundings. I can understand the hate you take for this, but he was trying to stop a god.
These humans you've adopted, I will take them all from you one by one.
Man of Steel, you were shot beautifully. You had gorgeous, heart-pumping music and rousing, theater applause-worthy scenes that are still memorable today. Your divisiveness means you took risks that some don't agree with, and that will always bring upset people to the surface. I'm willing to give some of your faults, like your obnoxious use of product placements, a break for the risk you took in developing the sometimes static character of Clark Kent. Thanks for the memories and the pages worth of YouTube videos. Love, Mr. Todd.